Okay, it's 6:15 in the morning, and this is the Eiger Trail 51 kilometres, 3,100 metres of vertical. It's been quite a big week for me, so it'll be interesting to see whether all the training I've done in the Alps already is going to help or hinder. I'm in Grindelwald. I think that is the Eiger behind me. You might be able to see that. What amazes me is there's lots of people running around. You know, if they're doing the same race as me, that means they're warming up for a 51 kilometre race. It's going to take me about 9 hours, which is impressive. Let's get on. The temperature and the weather is pretty good, considering what it's been like this week. This has been the week where they've been having torrential flooding in Germany and things like this. There's been a lot of rain, and I imagine there will snow when we go up earlier. The trail is probably going to be really choppy underfoot, particularly if there's a lot of people in front of me, which there probably will be. But we'll see how that goes. Sometimes it does make sense to speed off at the front. It's a bit like the CCC. There's like a kind of no overtaking zone, narrow bridge up here. So after 2k or 2.5k, we've come to halt.
It is beautiful.
Boom, 2 hours in and about 1,200 metres up, and the sun has come out. Well, hasn't really. We've come through the cloud into the sun. Pretty muddy on the trail, trying my best to keep my feet dry for as long as possible. Looks like a beautiful section now though. Watch your head. This is weird. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Just beautiful up here. Went through a proper technical section, real trail running. And then first proper descent, which got increasingly muddy. Feeling fine. We're at 20 kilometres in, so that is. Just passing through the highest point on the course. Back in the mist. It's about 4.5 hours. Just going to go down to the aid station there. Grab a bit more water. I think I've used about 900 millilitres so far, so it's about 200 an hour, which is what I'd expect for this kind of temperature. In general, it's feeling okay. I think that's most of the up now. Quite a lot of snow in this section here, but compared with what I've been through the last few days, this is absolutely nothing. Have a look at my other videos if you want to get an idea of what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it's been quite a technical section. The biggest thing is sometimes, you know, in ultra marathons, you can just let your mind go and just like think about all sorts of stuff. But in these sort of sections, you've got to concentrate so much because you've got to look ahead of you the whole time. And this is a really fast section of the course now, reasonable trail and downhill but not too steep, Morgan. And I think my main thing is I'm feeling really good. Just got to be careful not to go too fast because I almost lost my footing and twisted my ankle a couple of times now, and when I've been walking the last few days I've kind of overextended my knee a couple of times on downhills, so So you just need to rein it in a little bit. There's still quite a long way to go in this race, probably, oh there you go, you almost did it. Yeah, another 20 kilometres, so lots to go. Spectators on the course. So back there I was thinking, yeah, this is brilliant, I'm going to do it under 8 hours. And since then we've just gone through some really deep churned up mud that it's just impossible to run on, and now quite a technical section, not rocks but roots absolutely everywhere, really hard and slippy. So that idea of going into 8 hours has gone out the window. I'm in the final 5k now. Downhill through the trees is hard. This on the map it kind of looks flat, but what it is right beside the river here. Nice, we're in the shade, but the river's going that way. This is uphill. It's just a long slow drag, but you know, probably about another half an hour, 40 minutes. Wow. Huh. Okay, that guy is not going to shut up in the background, so just trying to have a chat here. But basically that couldn't really have gone any better. I mean, I was thinking about 9 hours, ended up with like 8:15 or something like that. I don't know where I was in the field, but what is important is that, yeah, everything went kind of well. You know, my nutrition was good, my hydration was good, didn't run out. I felt really strong on the downhills. I kind of felt pretty tired to the finish. But, you know, overall, really happy with that race. And considering that I've done, you know, like 50k and almost 5,000 meters vertical in the 4 days prior, you know, that's really good. I mean, who's to say that actually didn't help me, actually having spent time at altitude already. So, you know, compared to the UTMB, whether or not I could do that again twice and a bit is another matter, but that's another matter for another time. Today, you know, Eiger Ultra Trail 51, you know, really beautiful, love being in the mountains, such great trails, and a really well run event.